Farley hosed.
Poncho Man, I've got to be a Poncho Man. Hey, Hosey, La Rascal, did you guys ever hear that song? That was a good song, but I don't know if you noticed, I changed the lyrics a little bit. Hey, do you know what breakbeats are? I lost all sense of proportion, you see. Oh, I'd like to welcome you fellas to the shed on the back 40 at Crawford. Hey, did Laura see you on the way in? No? Okay, good, cool. We're good. All right, we're live. We're live from the shed. How great is this? How great? This is great, right? Look around. I mean, because, you know, we got to do this, though, because the president, I mean, my God, the president. Okay, well, so that guy, he's, like, trying to kill us. Well, not trying to kill us, like literally, but, like, metaphysically, you know? Because the heart and soul of America, that's public radio. I mean, that's what George Washington said. I'm just quoting the greatest president. Hey, you're talking about alternative facts. I mean, you're barking up the wrong tree. Or maybe, no, you know what? You picked the fight with the right guy. I'm way ahead of you. I know everything about these alternative facts. Don't try to mess with me. Don't try to say crowd size. I mean, you don't lie about the crowd size. You lie about what it means. You lie about what bad things your imagined enemies are doing.
It is most certainly the dawning of a new era. Today here on Too Late, I'm Farley Hosed, your host, along with Guy Larrass. I'm here with President George W. Bush. How are you, Mr. President? How does this feel, this new role?
I'm good, Jose. I feel real good. I mean, I don't know if I've ever felt this good. This is my greatest moment. I'm no longer the worst president. I'm king of the world. You feel me? Jose, thanks for having me again. Thanks for coming here. But I feel good.
Mr. President, it's been a couple of days now, and America has had a chance to reflect on the inauguration and the first batch of executive orders. Well, you were there. Can you tell us your overall impression of this transition, this American inauguration?
Who the hell cares? So let me tell you, but you know what it reminds me of is, I went to Yale on a cheerleading scholarship, and it was the first one ever, as far as I know. My daddy paid $100,000, then I had the scholarship. Hey, no, don't tell me it was fake, okay? Because see, I lived through it, so you can't tell me it's fake, because that's the definition of reality, is that I lived through it. Trump, I mean, even before he was president, even in transition, he's already the worst. Worse than me, worse than Andrew Jackson killing all them peace-loving Cherokees. They're cool, but, Jackson killed them all. The Amerindians, they won the Supreme Court, and Jackson said, screw the Supreme Court, I'm doing it anyway, because I'm on the $20 bill. Trail of Tears, saddest thing so far, except slavery. Oh, I got tons of advice on worst-case scenarios. It might surprise you, but I have a lot of experience with worst-case scenarios. What I've seen so far, thinking as president, is that this guy, already, he's, inviting China to nuke us, to use nuclear weapons on us. And it's like, hey, I like the West Coast, and that's where Disneyland's at. I don't care what anyone says. Disneyland's the best one. Disney World, just kiss my ass. This stuff sucks. So not only China with the nuclear weapons, is that he just hands the keys over to Russia. And the Ruskies are like, oh, I'm gonna, turn your government stupid. Dumber than it already is. Let's be honest. Bill Clinton made it kind of dumb. Some folks will say I made it dumb. I disagree. I made it real America. I made it homey, earthy. And then Obama, he didn't make it, I kind of think he made it too smart, but in its own way, that's dumb. And now this guy's, the Ruskies are going to be like, they're going to make up news all the time and say it from the podium with that Spicer guy. It's like, man, that guy is too spicy. He tells me all this bullshit, and I'm like, man, even I know that's fake.
Mr. President, one thing that people have remarked about the transition between your administration and Barack Obama's was that he retained a number of your staff picks all across the board, recognizing the institutional history that they had and the good work that they'd done. And it wasn't a purely partisan, nepotistic sort of grid. Looks like the new president is trying to sweep the board clean. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I understand your question. Because, Barack, he had a good eye for talent, and all the talented people that somehow ended up working for me, he was like, hey, I'm going to hold on to this. But when this Trump team starts to transition, they sought out all the Barack and Bush people, and they fired them. Because, but the reason they're doing this, they say, screw Barack, because they have no respect for the office of the presidency. But Trump doesn't know what he's setting up with this bad transition of power and all the dumb things he's doing on Twitter and all the time. What he doesn't know is through all his dumb tweets and BS is that we're going to lose the whole West Coast to a nuclear fire. And that, it's going to be sad for California and whatever those other states are that are like California's hat. But, I'm no tree hugger, but I love me the West Coast, even though they didn't exactly vote for me. Hey, I'm going to do what I can so that when Satan takes a crap over y'all with fire and brimstone and whatever else comes out of his butt, it's like, hey, I'm here for you.
Okay.
George W. Bush, President, Public Radio.
Right.
Peaceful transition to power? He don't know what that means. Hey, LaRascal, you got the tequila? Mr. President, this is right up my alley. I can't decide what to call you, Grassy or LaRascal. Wait, I got it. Both. From now on, I dub you Grassy LaRascal. Look, I got a pass from Laura to drink 3 tequilas. It's the only way to really get the full mojo for what I got to do. Look, she made these little tequila tokens with her making her mean face on them. Scares me to death. Keeps me in line, though. Guy, you got to keep me honest. You're my bartender. Let's get on.
What about some of the major policy areas that is of great concern to Americans? How about health care, the repeal of the ACA? I mean, these people don't seem to understand, his constituents, that the ACA and Obamacare are the same thing.
Look, I get Trump. All that finger paint with words and ideas about things you never even heard of said in a way such that no one can ever figure out your misunderintentionalities, if you feel me. Now let me put a talismanic pointer right on something for you here. Donald don't want it. He ain't got no real ambition for this game. Don't even know the rules. It's a sad thing, really. All the people that get to this level of hubris, including myself, obviously, they all just need to paint. See, Hitler, he did it before he went ape nuts. I did it after. Maybe Donald can be the one to do it during his reign of unholy terror and idiocy. Just saying, it could be real good. But otherwise, I have him to be thankful to for single-handedly fixing my image as president. Hell, the universe just keeps bailing me out, huh? Anyway, I used to think bailouts were necessary evil, but now I see them as God's greatest gift to George W. Bush. Well, except Laura. And my daughters, Jenna and what's her name.
What do you think he's going to do on health care? What do you interpret the signs to be?
Well, Trump, he says that everyone that needs health care is going to get it. But then he says being a liberal, well, that's a pre-existing condition. When he said people won't be dying in the streets, he meant that they'll just ship them out to open fields to meet their maker like God intended. In his mind, that means America will be great again. Private graveyards on public lands, fracked inner city, good times for all our people, his people, a few people, I guess. See, I'm not so bad anymore, am I?
Do you think that there's any irony given the support from the evangelicals and the fact that do you think he represents the manifestation of some deeper historical prophecies? I don't want to speak names aloud, but what's your take on that?
But he's not Bane, even though he quoted him in his inauguration speech. He doesn't wear a mask. He just wears that face. Trump has the best pouty boy king face out of all the others. Bane might have that under that mask, but, he's got that alien face grabber made out of metal stuck on his face all the time, and he has to, yell and get all buff. It's Trump doesn't need any of that.
Okay. But do you think he's going to be an effective president?
Well, I'll tell you what. That's an excellent question. And I believe I have an excellent answer. And the answer is that Trump, he's just unfit for duty. I feel for Billy Clinton. People said he was fat, but he was, he's only 10 pounds overweight, just carried it in his face. He's slim. Then he got his heart replaced and kept slimming down. And I said, take it easy, buddy. Just be a runner like me. But then they made him a vegan. He's wasting away. At least, Laura, don't do me like that. I mean, come on. He goes around like a tiger there at his foundation, do whatever the heck he feels like. He has it all, but now it's all slipping away.
Mr. President, do you feel like, given your historical role, we know that President Obama, after a period of rest and reflection and family time, is going to come back on the national scene as an activist? It's a promise he's made. What about you, Mr. President? Is there a way you feel like you can enhance, rehabilitate maybe your reputation a little further by taking some steps against this administration?
Hey, it's a swell idea. Maybe I can send Bill a pigeon. Did you all know I do pigeonry now? It's kind of like falconry, but thinner gloves. Then I can explain how to get back on track, maybe sneak him a burger. I mean, damn.
Okay.
You know how Trump makes me look good? Well, heck, now there's someone making Laura look good. Oh, great. Laura. Damn, I love her. She's a beauty and a rock. And she tame me, clean me up, 'cause she scares me, and I don't not like that. Hey, you ever notice how the woman doesn't age? Don't look too long now. I'll get your ass. Anyway, I asked her what's her secret, and she won't tell. That's how you do it. Did that answer your question? Hey, Grassy LaRascal, let me see your mean face. Oh, come on, Grassy, you can do better than that. No, Mr. President. Actually, we were wondering, will you be joining forces with Barack Obama in his activism, not unlike how your father did with President Bill Clinton? Do you even know what mean means? I guess that's good enough.
Mr. President, if Obama was the beast,
Are you saying he's the beast?
what then is Trump?
No, you see, that's the thing. Obama was going to be, but then people said out loud, like, oh, I think he's the Antichrist. It's like, well, that you just saved him from it. It's supposed to be you don't know until it's too late. Then you're all screwed.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have today on Too Late. The can of worms have been opened and out they rise. Until next time, I'll be sucking down lager.